Hey everyone, Gabriel Nassif, and I'm back with Temur Battlecrier, the one deck that made it into the top 8 of the Arena Championship, the one deck that was not Izzet Cauldron. So, gonna give it a try, gonna see if it's any good, if it feels any good. And taking a look at the deck lists, I like what I see, but I have a couple issues. One of the issues is Esper Origins is a card I really like. I think it's a very cool card, very cool design. But I think that it's just not good enough if you're not getting value out of the Surveil or if you don't have ways to mill it and get it in your graveyard for free. And unless I'm missing something, this deck does neither. Neither it takes really advantage of surveilling cards to the yard like other flashback cards, I guess itself. Nor does it have any ways to get it in the bin for free, not even a surveillance. So I guess they were just desperate for some early plays. There's maybe just nothing that great in green. And yeah, I would just be worried with how little interaction you have in the first couple turns. If you don't have Elf turn one or one of your two braids and you're on the draw against a blue-red deck, I mean, the whole point of your deck is kind of trying to catch up and do broken things and have big turns. So I understand focusing on, you know, having a lot of expensive stuff, but I wonder if there's literally anything you could play a decent creature, maybe a high power creature. I'm not sure if that exists, like 4 power 2 mana creature. I'm assuming. I know there's a one in black in the new set that's Defender for 1 black, but obviously not an option here. Um, Maybe even something like Spectral Denial in the main deck, or extra braids, some torches. But yeah. Um, that's what I'm worried about. But obviously, you can also have these broken draws and catch up, and might be fine on the play. But yeah, the deck's just trying to put in a bunch of giant monsters in play, using Battle Crier to make them cheaper, using Trailblazer to draw. The plot's also nice, helps you play a bit against removal. You plot it, and then they may be wasted keeping mana up, and then they have to keep more mana up the next turn, and you can maybe out tempo them. I would have assumed you want to play 4 of the Vestige, but maybe you'll need the extra card advantage. Maybe it's more about speed, and the Vestige is nice because it gets you a little 2-for-1. But yeah. And as far as the mana goes, looks pretty reasonable to me. You have 4, 8, 9. That's the first thing I look at when I see an elf. I look at untapped green sources on the one, and you have 4, 8, 9, 13, 17. You want at least 14. 17 is more than enough. You could almost argue maybe, too much green and too little blue and reds. If you look at blue, you have 1, 2, 3, 7, 11 for turn 2, turn 3. For turn 2 blue, you kind of want 13. So even if you have turn 1 elf, you're just not, you're a little short on the blue mana here. As far as red mana goes, you have 7, 9, 13 as well. 13 is pretty solid. By the time you get to double red on 5, you should have either played a Vagrant to find a red, or and maybe that's part of why Devil is blue. They're like, well, I can go wagon first into Battlecrier and find the blue that way. So, I don't hate it. And then sideboard, always kind of tricky to sideboard with a deck like that. You don't really want to cut your elves. You don't want to cut your engines and make your synergies weaker. So, unless you're playing a matchup where a braid kills nothing, it might be a little tough. But yeah, let's grab the Dragonhawk. Really powerful card, honestly. I've played against these decks a bit on the ladder a few times, so yeah, let's get into some ladder matches and see how the deck goes. Haven't played it yet. So someone pointed out, no, that's not what I'm trying to play. Not today. Someone pointed out that Apparently these what's it called? The midweek magic is you don't have to have the cards. It's like, you know, you can kind of play whatever. So I could have just played the 4 Ice Still 4 Strip Mine deck, and I'm kind of shocked I didn't really run into more of these decks. I don't know. It's kind of like, I mean, I guess you have to realize that Strip Mine is in the format. It's not like super obvious, but yeah. We only run into like one kind of green deck that was me trying to do that. Alright, well, no elves, but it's not like I can mulligan every hand that doesn't have an elf, and that sets me up nicely for hopefully a big turn 4. Esper. Could be self-bounce. But you would think they would impact the board in the first couple turns. Maybe not though. Let's see. I don't have double red yet. I mean, am I just supposed to keep more dum-dums at this point, or just overwhelm them? This might not be the most interesting game if they don't have a counter spell here. They do not. Alright, can I pop off here? So I can play Battlecrier, crew, attack, and then I'll have 2 creatures and I can play a throne. It's pretty nice. Yeah, they're just playing self-bounce. Oh wait, can I probably play this first? So what do you choose here? Do you choose... I mean, I can't choose vehicle, right? If this creature enters, choose a creature type. This if it triggered ability of another creature... I guess dragon? Bird? So I'll do dragon. Oh, wait, what? Ah, that's why they play. That's why the deck plays Esper Origins. Well, that all makes more sense now. Gets a reduction cost from Battlecrier. That is kind of unintuitive, I would say. Or maybe I'm just really bad with the rolls. Maybe both. Well, I want to attack with that, but... Oh, that doesn't give you the mana, right? It's like reveal. Alright, this is probably good enough. Alright, and I get double trigger, true. Right, I'm silly. I should have played land from my hand so they took 2 more damage. Not that it's going to matter this game, but... That matchup seems like it would be... I don't know, I don't want to say that because it just missed a land drop, but... It does seem like it would be a pretty easy matchup. So I need to worry about the 2/4. The Zenith, Cosmogran, or whatever. Anything that might be good in the matchup, Surak, I guess. Fire magic, kind of, but it kills my elves. I guess just bring in denials on the draw. And just trim, maybe just trim like this thing. What does that thing do? Oh, maybe the win more on slot, maybe make my deck a little more consistent. The gate counter stock up, so I could do that. Crapshooter, meh, and then just keep the creatures. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should have fire magic because it can at least reset the 2/4 making tokens. Now that's for Bling decks, one of the most popular decks in Standard. Might even be second most. Maybe Demir is more popular, but let's see. So usually when you have these spots, you want to shock first. You take the 2 damage on turn 1 instead of 1. But you're probably going to want to shock them into play anyway, so in the long run, you probably just save 1 life. Sideboarding by me. See, maybe this could be just be like your main deck, like interaction even. Ooh. Alright, I've got all the options. I'm not gonna play Hunter because it's really bad against the Edict. I could plot whenever another... But it doesn't really work with Wagon. I think you just play the Wagon here, probably pretty straightforward. Card's a little harder for them to interact with. Second best option is probably plotting Trailblazer. So I can go Battlecrier into Serac. That might be worth it. We'll see if I get punished. I could also just go play Breeding Pool tapped, plot, and try and dump my hand next turn. Gonna look really silly if they have if they have a Pixie here. Okay, I can live with that. Ooh. I don't think you need to plot here. Feels like they kind of need nowhere to run and they need to get lucky. Until your next end step. Kind of works well as let's warp, I guess. You warp and then I'll put the dragon into play. And draw 2 now. Lands? Never lucky. Could almost offer a trade here, honestly. One's more fun to draw all the cards, though. I really don't need to draw all the cards. I'm gonna get so many triggers from the dragon. Draw 2 more. Plus, I'll have access to the cards No Battlecrier though. I don't know, man. Let's see. Alright, let's attack first. See if I can hit Battlecrier. No. Guess I could have Esper Origins first. Nope. And then I gotta just play another Vestige. Oh, is roaming from just lethal? Does it double the damage from the Dragonhawk? Probably. Just learning as I go. Oh. Yeah, I could have triggered. I could have probably still put the roaming from into play here. Oopsie. Yeah, I probably had lethal. Let's see. The trigger ability, another. At the beginning of your end step, Dragonhawk deals 2 damage to each opponent. I don't know if it's a triggered ability though.
Don't worry, Pom-Pom-chan. I've got this.
That's kind of close. I think I'm gonna be more than good, but let's see. Battlecrier, Mountain. This one's not getting cheaper. It's every creature. Alright, that's nice. A loose, but nice. That one Dazzling Denial on stock up was pretty good. They might have been able to keep up without it. Find more pixies, more edicts, more removal. Alright, Esper Origin's been pretty nice. But I was lacking critical information. Blue-red Mako. Sonago Wolfwagon. To hopefully Battlecry, Trailblazer. I'm not even gonna keep the braids. Just gonna try to play to my own strength. I guess I only get to keep one anyways because I'm gonna play Wagon next turn. I guess that's another downside for Esper Origins, just natural hate in the format. Might still be the best you can do. Okay, looks like they're stumbling a tiny bit, but they could literally just kill me next turn. So... Okay, on that plan was probably pretty solid. Play Battlecrier. Turn that on. Probably just attack first, right? No, I guess I could draw the crack shots, right? I'm short. All right, do they have it? If they have Winter Night Story and VV, I'll probably lose. Or Scholar and VV. Yeah. Alright, let's see it. Yeah, I can even go to combat first. The Mako is gonna be like... I was on the play, right? They didn't have Cauldron yet when I binned the Abrade. I mean, even if they just like kill the two Trailblazers, I mean, the fact that they're discarding a Braid here, all worrying. Tapped, right, Harmonize. I haven't kept track whether or not they've used one. So you have to chomp with the other and... Oh, not even, okay. Have we drawn enough cards? Okay. Nice. Yeah. I mean, if I keep the Braid, maybe it goes a bit better, but might have had even backup for it. Alright, Ghost Vacuum is good. Torch probably good, and Scrap Shooter and this. Negate and maybe Denial. And then I guess Aspiration's gotta go. I want to keep the Vestige if I'm playing more 1-for-1s. We get rid of that. I'm gonna get rid of these. Cards that basically are not an engine. And then I might not do all the removal. Torch. Maybe I won't do Torch on the play. And I'll lower the curve a bit too. Maybe I need the Dragon card advantage though. Keep some of it. Alright, great hand. I don't know, it was this draw. It's already kind of bad. I lost was the last draw to play. I mean, I'll literally have the nuts. So I'm assuming that doubles the counters, like it's like the way it works, yeah. To draw 2. And this is free to warp. I guess I can attack first. And this is free to warp. Then I can put the dragon into play and have bounce ups man up. That's pretty nice. Wait, negate is cheaper? It's any spell, right? And it's still like not doing so bad, honestly. This, yeah. Still might have been in trouble without the bounce off. And it can respond to Vivi mana as instant speed. It's only during your turn, but it's instant speed. The World Dragon's so good. Well, really, Llanowar Elf is so good, but... Alright. On the draw, I'm gonna bring in a couple torches. See if I can keep the dragon in. Negate on the draws for a little sketch. I don't know about bounce off. It's like... It's kind of good when you're going off and drawing a lot of cards. Maybe Roaming Throne is all win more. It's really good. It was a Trailblazer though. I go plot, Roaming Throne, draw 2. That goes vacuum too. Kind of like shuts them down to a decent extent. One land elf. No goes vacuum. 24 lands. I don't have that much removal. 2 lands and free draw steps. Or another elf goes vacuum. Alright. Shit. Alright, do I want to braid the Mako or the Soul Color? I have no idea. Yeah, they're playing around Alright, no Vivi. I'm pretty much dead on boards. Would have been fine with just 1 land in hindsight. Didn't even need a second one. I did have the denial too, I think, right? I had the braid and denial if they kill my elf and I drew a land. Alright, can't win. That's kind of close. You draw a lot of cards and you have just like enough interaction, I guess. Once you've drawn a bunch of cards, you just need to find, you know, an Abrade to bounce up, something to slow them down a bit. They don't have that much interaction. They're also kind of trying to goldfish you. Seasoned. So I can go starting town, shock. Well, either way, I can go stomping around turn 1. I'm silly. Tank. Pretty sleeves. The beastie. There we go. Wow, Esper Origin's just great. Alright. The dreaded red-green Delirium deck. Deck always impresses me. Later. It's not very nice. Alright. Do they even play Torch? Not sure. Forget. They're mostly about trying to kill you really fast with Delirium and overprotect, Violent Urge, all the good stuff. Maybe they play Torch. I don't think so though. Forget. Alright, Esper Origins, Decoy. Not really, would have been pretty nice to have. Don't like Arena Trick Q. The Vestige not gonna put much into play. I can put an elf into play. Worst case. Is that good enough? Huh. Name Eldrazi, I could name the birds. I think it's probably the dragon, right? I think I might be all too slow this game though. Because I'm not gonna do enough to not die on their next turn, I don't think so. Hedge Rover. Artifact type. Okay. Well, maybe I can pop off. I draw a lot of artifact creature. I can just cast them for free. One, two, three, four, five, six. Oh, yeah, I was gonna say I could almost hard cast it, but no, not really. Alright, well, at least we're about to find out how Dragon Hawk and the throne works. If it actually does, like, kill them. I would guess no. Yeah, I did not. Does double the card exile, so it doubles the damage in that way, but it doesn't like quadruple the damage, I guess. Comes into play tapped, but why not? And yeah, just gotta hope I live. I'm at 18. Things so 7 was Urge. If they get Delirium, it's 16 trample, or yeah, 16 damage trample, so that should be good. Was 2 blockers. I didn't exile my dragon. Build another land. It's pretty good for me. Oh, I'm silly to have FOMO to like attack twice with it. No, never mind. I'm extremely dead if they have Delirium and another Urge. Doesn't look like it though. I'm just gonna block the 2 small ones. Sure. Yummy. Alright, probably another matchup where we want a lot of interaction. Scrap shooter kills enough, and then goes vacuums probably good enough to slow them down. I'm not gonna try one the lifelink thing. Let's see. Esper Origins, not the greatest value. I cut deck cards. I'm gonna trim. That Sur shot seems kind of bad. I'll trim one at least. It's tough. I was gonna say you probably want to cut Surf Shot for more interaction, but then you're gonna get these draws where you have the Trailblazer and no creatures. You just draw all removal. Turn 2 Vagan, easy game. Maybe Vehicle is a creature type. Even if it is, I'm not sure that's what I want to do. I'm not sure it's worth it. +2/+2. What? Oh my god. Get wrecked. Alright. I think I want to torch that thing and then probably just take it slow, right? Just roaming Throne for Eldrazi because I don't have that much going on. They're ripping over Protect. Alright, I'll take it. You got me. Or maybe they were ripping. Can't win if you have anything. Let's warp it to get value from roaming. I think I can afford to. There's a 4/4 and bounce off in my hands. Let's see, I could draw a torch. That might be bad, honestly. Might be better to save it for instant speed. Pick your poison. I'd sacrifice an artifact, so I can bounce it. But I'd rather not die. Damn, they really blubbed to overprotect last turn, or are you just sandbagging it? Maybe they have me red for bounce off. Or some trick. If I do that, they're gonna overprotect the Wicker Falk. I think I want to kill the FOMO. Alright, well, looks like they had it the whole time. Damn, bounce up on Vestige is also nice. Let's see. Kind of died to the double strike trick. I don't think attacking makes a ton of sense though. Just 10, 5. I mean, I guess I'll double block. 5, 10 double strikes. I need 7 toughness. This way I kill it, I don't die. Okay, I was overprotect. That's my double block still fun, so I don't take trample damage. But I drew it one turn too late. Well, I drew the second one turn too late. Yeah, I mean, see, it's kind of nice that I'm not drawing just a removal spell here. Just vanilla 4/4. I mean, it's better than vanilla 4/4, obviously, but... Alright, can we pop off? Or is that even just lethal? Oh, that's just lethal, right. Is it all creatures? Other creatures, yeah. Not just the one. 10. Actually, I think I'm like 1 image short. So I need to draw land or 4-power creature. Also, Torch is a good draw. Counterspell's a good draw. I have like no bricks left. Yeah, Scrap Shooter. That'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. I shouldn't even give them the extra cards. People are really roping. But yeah, I don't know, after playing the deck, I, think I mostly like the way it's built. I think I would probably play Force Vestige over Surshot. That would be my instinct. Just a much better card. Just such a much better Magic card. But I do understand that you wanna one-shot people, because if not, they can one-shot you as Vivi. So maybe that's the reasoning. You just once you go off. But the problem is once you go up, it's hard to have red-green mana up the same turn. Doesn't seem like. Seems like you're better off being more consistent, and then you're more likely to draw into your like few cheap removal spells. The mana was pretty good. Oh, just in case. Burp, burp, burp. Can't help myself. Oh wait, the dragon's gonna gain haste. Maybe I'll deck. Thing is, I've only played 3 matches with the deck, and I feel bad. I forget his name. Who top-aided the championship? Probably played a decent bit, and I'm sure he considered having 4 Vestige and stuff. So obviously, take what I say with a grain of salt. But yeah, fun deck. I think I'll probably play it some more on the ladder on my stream, just to try and get more reps against Blue Reds. It was close enough. Never drew that card, but I boarded it out every time as well, so. See, that, do you really need that, or? I'll probably play this list a bit more, but I wouldn't be shocked if I end up with 4 Vestige, maybe 0 of the Onslaught, maybe 1 or 0 of the Surshot, and just all more interaction. Maybe Scrap Shooter in the main deck. But yeah, cool deck. Looks good too. Seems like some matchups would be really easy to just go over the top and there's nothing they can do. And maybe that's other matchups we haven't played, like something like Blue-White Control, where, you get to the really late game, but they could sweeping your board and you actually need the haste in some ways. So maybe you want some of that effect, the Onslaught, the Surshot, but maybe not all of it. Yeah, really cool deck. As always, if you made it this far, thanks a ton for watching. Hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you later. Take care.